Welcome wherever it is with TV episode 452. Apparently my microphone's too far away. Come here, microphone. It's on this awesome arm thing. I wish I had 3 arms. That was not what I meant to say. But let's continue with the point of this show. As you can see up there, we're playing Venomous Pawns, which is a name I came up with. That's why it's so bad. The idea is a chess variant where if you capture something with a pawn, it's super venomous. And here's what it does with the venom. It makes you win instantly. Let's go try it. Okay, so first I've got to click play with a friend because there's no way some rando in the real world is going to resign when I capture something with a pawn. Now, when I say something, by the way, I don't mean pawns because a pawn is not a thing. Get that through your head. A pawn is like, it's like a pawn. It's definitely not a thing. So it has to be something that's not a pawn. Let's type this up in my favorite game. Comes with Windows, notepad.exe. Can I turn on the notepad, by the way? Oh, I can. Do-do-do-do-do-do. If you capture something that isn't a pawn, that with, by the way, if you hold down control and press left and right, you jump through the words. Isn't that nice? A pawn, you win. The last part's cut off, but let's turn off notepad mode right down there. And now let's put that in the chat. Oh no, there's no chat because no one's playing with me. Hey guys, I've put this link in the live stream. If you're watching on YouTube, this is being broadcast live at twitch.tv/ChessWhiz. And that is where we're going to get our opponent if anyone wants to dare play against me. Whoa. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, there are many, many things you could be watching right now. For example, if you look over there at the long list of videos, look at all those options. Some of them might even seem more compelling than this rando on your screen right now. However, don't click them. They're inferior. I don't know why. Don't know how to prove that to you, but let's see if Irionus wants to try this variant. Okay, I've pasted this and I'm pressing enter and nothing's happening. Now it's going in there. If you capture something that isn't a pawn with a pawn, you win. Let's double check that this guy is okay with that. Every now and then some guy walks into the chat, clicks the link, and he's like, I'm going to play ChessWhiz and I'm not going to play by the rules. So if you capture a pawn with a pawn, the game continues. But if you capture like a knight or the other knight, yes, then you win. So let's see if he's going to go for that. Irionus. Hello? Hello? Okay. He says okay. Took him that long to type because he types at approximately 1 words per minute, which is slower than the average. By the way, the average is quite low because of all the people who haven't been born yet. They're typing very slowly. The average words per minute typing of human is like, well, if you take the median, it is about 5, I would say, because most people can't type because they've never seen a computer in their lives. However, if you just take the people who type on a semi-regular basis, like at least once a year, then you could take something with a pawn and win instantly. Let's send this pawn out. Because I'm crazy. Hey, if my pawns are out, it's more likely that they'll be capturing things. Ooh, he's trying to Noah's Ark me. Look at this. Doot, and he traps my bishop. That's called the Noah's Ark trap. Who knows why? I don't know why. But I'll counter his a4 with a brilliant a5. Now we're looking good again. What was I saying? Something about, oh, I'm going to win. No, that's not how you win. It's not take a pawn with a piece. It's take a piece with a pawn. That's a lot harder. In fact, it's so hard, it's a bit like a rock, which is very hard. I took that with the bishop. Why not? So his center's falling apart. This is fantastic. What's he planning to do? He's forking this and this, but perhaps he hasn't noticed this one's guarded, so I'll just move this one. And then what we do? So this is a pretty cool diagonal, right? I can't even castle. I can't even. You know, I was walking down the street the other day. There are streets where I live, and I was like, that person looks so odd. And you know why they looked odd? Because they couldn't even. Don't tell me you don't get that. Okay, I have all the center pawns. Very good position. I mean, if he runs out of pawns, he cannot win the variant way because he won't have a pawn to capture a thing with. So that's good for me, right? Let's drink from this vase and find out. I just switched to the orange vase because the pale yellow one made it look like I was drinking human urine, which was actually kind of cool. So maybe I'll do that next. I can't castle. That's interesting. That's like the only interesting part of this, though, because what about that? Then I could castle. Take. So here's a little trick you can use if you want to find out how stupid your move is. You draw an arrow on the board, and then you're like, oh, that spot. And then you count how many things can move there of yours. It's guarding it. Well, 2, and he has 3. So first you compare that number 2 against the other number. Oh, I'll just take that, and then he'll have 2. If you have fewer, then you might be a Nazi. Where did I get that from? Because you have a Führer. Did I say that right? No. Never mind. If you have fewer, then you're in trouble. But if you have an equal quantity, such as 2 compared to 2, which last time I checked, they were quite equal, then you are doing fine. Your pawn is not in grave danger. In fact, it's not even in the grave. So this variant actually looks a lot like chess, because when are you going to... Oh, right now. Check it out. If he takes this, I win instantly with the variant victory. My pawn will capture a thing that's not a pawn. Let's just castle now that I can. And let's see how bad this diagonal gets, because I think it's going to be just fine. Oh, I win. I win. Colon D, you can resign now. That's the variant victory condition. I can even type without seeing the words I'm typing. Did it come out correctly? No, there's a problem there. That's the variant victory condition. Wow. I typed most of it correctly. Want to play again? Irionis? That's a weird name. Oh, maybe it's 2 words. Ire. Onus. Maybe it's 3 words. Ire on us. Maybe it's 4 words. I re on us. I re on us. Oh, stop reing. Re, that means something, right? It's autistic screeching if I know my re. He doesn't want to play me. I'm sad. But that's okay. I have many more friends. Look at this challenge I just received from Stevis. That's a cool name. I'll just play with him instead. This will be fun. So apparently, this variant is a lot like chess, except you can't really trade your bishop for a knight. I mean, going like this and then that is ultimately stupid, because this is a winning move for the opponent. This makes pawn defense very potent, and it kind of makes me think that a pawn storm would be very powerful. And by that I mean like, hi-ya, I look forward to killing you soon, because he gets his things captured and then you win. So let's try that. Let's pawn storm him. Now, what we're going to do here is advance the pawn. Now, this is not your typical center counter defense, if you know what I mean. Usually white doesn't make this move, but that's not a pawn storming move to open up the center. I mean, if the center is open, let's be honest, if the center is open, you should be focusing on the center. Why? Because it's open. Did you get that? Okay. But if the center is closed, if you capture something that isn't a pawn with a pawn, you win. That goes for me too, man. I win if you do that. I capture something that isn't a pawn. Your knight with my pawn. ... These dots represent my confusion. The vast quantity of dots is due to my extreme level of confusion. So I'm going to say perhaps you don't want to do that, Stevis. Make a move that is not utterly brain dead. Okay, he says he was confused. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, open center, play in the center because open. Closed center, you can't play in the center. Why? It's closed. So what do you do instead? You pawn storm. Exactly. Here we go. So this is like the French defense attack variation where he can move his bishop out, but he's played b6, so now he has choices for his bishop, which is as dumb as this line, because you can't take both of the choices. Seriously. I mean, how are you going to move your bishop here and here at the same time? That's something I want to see. Okay, so now b6 looks a little strange, right? What's he doing? Oh, he needs to really guard a5, because what if I move my king out there in 5 moves? Oh, it's only 4 moves. I'm making an error in calculation. And he doesn't have that guarded by anything except a knight. That could be trouble for him, because from here, I can move here, and put the rook under attack, and that prevents him from developing his queen to this square, which he also has plans for after he uproots the pawn. Okay, so it's pawn storm time. So the plan is going according to plan, as plans ought to do. He's going to run out of time as well. The video is very laggy. Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm seeing a big red square show up on my screen, which isn't great. See if I can make it blurrier to fix that. I've been unchecked. I'm out of check now. Okay. The video is very laggy. It's just blocky for me. Ha ha ha, yes. I try to get at least 1 pixel for the chessboard so you can see where the chessboard is there, and then 1 for my face so you know I'm still here. That's about all I need, and then beyond that it's just blur, 100% blur for the video. What if I play this move? I mean, how stupid would that be? Okay, so he comes in here and he's like, but that's no problem because I can gasp and groan. Yeah. Because it's the pawn storm. It's the idea, right? Okay, so I'll defend this. Now he's going to take this, and then he's going to check me. But since I know what's going to happen, it's not a problem. The real problem in chess is the moves you don't know are going to happen, such as the checkmates. Yeah, those aren't good. Stay away from those. Okay, what else is happening in the chat? There's people watching the live show right now. It says, ha ha, got the joke, thanks. You're welcome. That was about 10 minutes ago, but I'm a slow reader, so I appreciate that. I don't like that game, says Irie Onus. Oh, he's in the chat. He's like, I don't want to rematch you, but I'm not going to tell you here in the chat where you can read it. I'm going to tell you in the stream chat so that 10 minutes later you'll notice. Oh, maybe I didn't want this here. Okay, so here's a plan, like, doot, 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 and I'll scare it away. Yes, that's going to work great. Let's do this one. And here. Yeah, it's a little problematic that his knight is attacking this pawn, isn't it? We're going to arrange these pieces in a better formation. Like the knight is going to go, oh, he's already advancing away. It's also called retreating, but we're going to call it advancing away. He's advancing toward the backwardsness with his bishop. Oh, he's like, oh, I didn't advance away enough. Let's advance away some more. Okay, so he's trying to prevent this, but look at that. I'm defecting it. I'm defecting it with my pawns. So I have 2 units here. Oh, he's going to check me. I better just keep advancing to the side. We're going to advance the pawn. Okay, so let's see. 2. Oh, 1, 1, 2, 1. No, not good enough. Well, just keep moving. I need to activate this rook. It's something that I noticed good players do. Recently, I've been watching people play chess because there's something I should be doing. That's how I procrastinate. And what I've noticed is good players, they activate all their pieces. Oh man, I'm in check again. This is so stressful. Oh no, I can just move out of check. Fantastic. Okay, I don't know why he checked me there, because look, I can attack his queen. Dude, don't you see I can attack your queen? That's basically checkmate. Anytime you attack someone's queen, there's like a 50-50 chance he won't notice, and you got the queen. So yeah, okay, he's running away. Now what if I play F5? Pawn, storm, village. Here it comes. Oh, he's trying to do a thing. Well, that's not a problem for me. Hi-ya, yeah, which means I'm crazy. What do you think of F6, guys? Great move. What I really like about moves like this is that you don't think about the future. You're not like, what happens after he moves? You don't have to worry about that because pretty soon the game will be over. You'll be eating some kind of chocolate and it's not going to matter what happened here. So I really think you don't have to think about the future to play chess. Okay, so if I take this and he comes out there, okay, so then we're gonna come over here. Oh, that wasn't a very powerful move. I'm gonna make some more powerful moves coming right up here. Like, yeah, this move, that's going to be pretty powerful. Then I'm going to move my queen out like this. Then I'm going to jump my own queen. This is going to be good. Let's start with G5, because I'm going to try to take things. Oh, he's running away. He's scared. Here comes my queen. Oh, I could check him too. Okay, yeah, you got some problems. I'm going to take all your pawns, then you can't use the victory conditioning anymore. Conditioning. What? Push, take, check. Checkmate. Yep. No, I'm out of time. Push, take, check. Okay, this is getting silly. Where are you going, man? He's trying to escape, but it's no escape for the weary. Is that the saying? There's no escape for the weary. I think it's no rest. But there's also no escape. I mean, let's admit it. The weary have no escape or rest. That's kind of how it boils down. Let's try this move. Is that a crazy move or what? Pretty crazy. He could take me. Then I'd promote. Yes. Here, let's give him some time so he can agonize for a little longer. Now I have a queen. Oh, I have a lot of stuff. Did I just take something valuable with my pawn, though? My pawn just took a rook. I win. My pawn took your rook, man. I would type man, but I don't have time. Plus, it might be a girl. It could be like the one every 1,000 days that a girl is watching the show. That could be happening. Yeah, it's not happening. I used to say there were no girls that watched ChessWhiz TV. And then there was a lying guy who said he was a girl. I had to change my conclusions about the universe. Like, no, I guess there are people who say they're girls watching my show occasionally. So notice I said 1,000 days, right? Because let's be honest, this show has only been going for about 1,000 days, which is not even 3 years. So I've been doing more than that. This is like a 4-year-old show. Coming up here on 4, I think. There's the rules. So about every never, I got one of those watching. It's great. Oh, I just love it. What do I like about it? The smell of the long hair. Can't smell it over the internet, though. That would be a technology. It's called smell-o-vision. It's like television for noses. You haven't heard of that? It's the next big thing. He's being crazy. He's actually being crazy. Look at this. This is utter crazy. Utter crazy. It's like cow crazy because cows have udders. Get it? Okay, that was kind of a failure of a joke. So let's shift over to a better joke. Now it's still going to be a cow joke because I'm just going to show my repertoire of jokes. I can give you an on-topic joke right now on the topic of cows. Okay? Okay, so here's the joke. What do you call a cow that doesn't give any milk? You got two options. Okay? Option one. Hold on, I'm trying to play chess here. You got to give me a break. Chess. Option one, a milk dud. Option two, an utter failure. Okay, so not a great joke, but it was on topic. I mean, it's not like those asteroid jokes, right? Which aren't on topic. Like we're not talking about asteroids right now. So if I told you an asteroid joke, you'd be like, yeah, you just memorized that joke and now you're trying to use it. Lame. But when you give an on-topic joke, it's like, this guy must know millions of jokes because we were just randomly talking about cows and then he had this cow joke. It turns out I was the one talking about cows, so it's all kind of contrived here. But if I were to take this bishop, his pawn structure would be an utter failure, shall we say? A bit of a milk dud here. Three pawns in a row. Oh no, he captured my bishop with his pawn. No. Okay, one more rematch. Oh. So apparently you have to watch what's happening. Messing up his pawn structure is not as important as not instantly losing, okay? So we're gonna go with the center counter here. Pawn storm. Pawn storm's over. Now we're gonna go with the center storm. Hi-ya! This works, right? You've seen this in all the opening books under do not. In the do not section, it's like center counter defense. Do counter the center. Do not. C4. You know what C4 is? It's explosives. Yes. That's why I'm using it. I'm closing it up now because I really just can't resist pawn storming. So apparently you cannot do this. That will just make you lose if you do that because of the rule, okay? So whatever you do, don't do that. In fact, I'm kind of thinking about making him do that, like tempting him into it, because maybe he'll be talking about cows or asteroids and he'll get distracted. Suddenly he'll take the knight and then I'll win with the special rule. That could happen. Addy Buzz is in the chat. It's a good thing your parents didn't name me that. What can I say? Addy Buzz. He has a question for me. What's your FIDE rating? That's not FIDE, that's FIDE. Nice try. Okay, so now I go here. Offering a trade of my bad bishop for his good bishop. You don't know what a bad bishop is? Whatever bishop you have is bad. Get rid of your bishops, you're almost winning, okay? Oh, if I take that, it's a tarp. He can take a piece with a pawn. Yeah, I'm not falling for that one. Until next move, when I forget, when I'm talking about asteroids, like, oh, you know what asteroids are? They're like space rocks. And you know why a space rock is more delicious than an earth rock, don't you? Why is a space rock more delicious than an earth rock? I'm not playing here. I'm going to fall into that trap and take that knight. Not happening. Why is a space rock more delicious than an earth rock? Because it's a little meteor. Yes. Yes, I actually was talking about asteroids for the last 5 minutes to prepare you for that joke. Because if I just threw that out there right off the cows, you'd be like, yeah, just a random joke. But if it's in context, now this is very powerful. The concept of things being in context. For example, I could say, I dislike the policies of my current president. I live in Argentina, by the way. The current president's policies, I dislike them. But if that's just like random, it's like, why is this guy ranting about politics? But let's say I was just talking about Argentinian politics because there was a cow and an asteroid in Argentina. You know, all of a sudden that's relevant. And you're like, I'm tracking this guy. That is the power of context. Okay, so I can't take this. What can I do anyway? Like good moves. I want to hear good moves from my own brain. It's very annoying that I can't. Oh, but I could, I guess, just trap his bishop. Okay, how can I win with this move? Because if I take a piece of the pawn, I win. So let's do that. I did it. How was that? Pretty good. I figured out how to move a pawn 2 squares. You have to click and drag. It's pretty difficult. It's kind of a pro maneuver. Okay, Addy Buzz wants to know again, what's my FIDE rating? I won't tell you, Addy Buzz, because you'll be so impressed, you'll stop watching. So I better not tell you. Okay, so if I push here, I will be pushing my pawn into the void. That's pretty tempting. What's happening? I mean, seriously, I've got all my pieces pointing in good places, and he does not. So let's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Move my queen to a square where his knight can take it? That sounds smart. Oh, I should have taken that for free, shouldn't I have? I'll take it for free now. Oh, no, I can't. No. It's the chess variant. Don't take anything guarded by pawns. This is getting annoying. This guy is using the rules to his advantage. That's what he's using. I didn't mean he was using drugs. He's not just using. He's using the rules to his advantage. What do you do apart from chess, according to the next question in the chat? I have no idea what to do. Because I can't take that. I can't take that. I can't take that. It would cause an instant loss. What can I do? I can do this. If he takes me, that's not what I meant. If he takes me, his bishop is non-defended, also known as undefended. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for the big take. I'm not doing anything anymore. He's moving his queen behind a bishop. Interesting strategy. I don't know how to win. Rook c2, double exclam! With this move, he has made it his opponent's turn. Wow. Okay, I'm closing it up. I'm too scared of what could happen. Okay, guys, we're going to fight over the A file now, and apparently you are going to win the fight. But everything is off the back rank. That's worth something, right? Not in this variant. Go here. I'm controlling the open. Oh, no, my queen is overworked. No, my queen has too much to do. You ever felt that way? Well, I feel that way right now. If I take that rook, it's bad. Of course, if I don't take the rook, it's very bad. But yeah, you got to choose. At some point. So apparently I've traded a rook for nothing. But at least I didn't go over there and get this knight taken, check, and then lose my bishop also. We are glad of that, okay? Let's just be glad of what we can be glad of. Wham! Now I've got a pawn for the rook, so I'm doing better. Stevis, you better run out of time, because I'm having some trouble here, having traded my rook for nothing. It's very stressful. Oh, he is running out. Oh, he was running out of time. Okay, so now I take this. He is completely falling apart. That's good for me. And now I can take this. He is completely falling. Great play, ChessWhiz. Oh, by the way to win at chess, the real secret to winning at chess is finding opponents who make bad moves. If you can do that, you are the winner. That is the secret. I mean, I've noticed the world's best players, they do a lot of losing, but I don't do a lot of losing. I do a lot of talking. There's a big difference. I've got a challenge from Azero Tazaz off the screen here, but he's challenging me to 5-0 casual? What a waste of time. I only play my assassin pawn chess rated because that's a proper reflection of my assassin pawn skills. I mean, how are you going to have an assassin pawn rating if you don't play 1772? Wow. If you're wondering why that's so low, it's because I only play these crazy variants. And and here's why, actually. It's because I play with my viewers. Like Stevis5 here, he's like 100 years old because he's been watching this show forever. Now, let me tell you about this guy. He's played so many variants that he's become, like this module, he's become a module in his head. And the module is really good at variants, which of course are useless in improving your rating, except on ChessWhiz TV, because on... This is obnoxious. On ChessWhiz TV, you can use your variant skills to play rated games and boost your rating. But what happens to me then? Well, I'm your opponent every time. Every time I play chess, I'm my opponent's my opponent. I can't figure out how to avoid that. So ridiculous. But so I'm my opponent's opponent. And what happens is I lose. And my rating goes down. So this is actually like my conglomerate variant rating against the world's best chess variant players who play a different variant every week, which is a narrow class of people. There's like two people. There's Mango Town, Travis, And then there's Stevis here. And then we've got Crepuscular. Like those three people, they are serious variant people. And they come in here and they take my rating points. Now, if I only play chess, this would be like 3,772. That would be my actual rating. I'm underrated by about 2,000 points, approximately. But if we account for that, then everything's okay. Oh, I can't take that either. Man, this guy is tricky. He can't take me though. So not worried. Not worried at all. Not even worried. There's a guy in the chat. His username is E5. Wait, his username is what? His username is E4E5HF6. Is that like your name? Is that a sequence of typos? Chess moves E4E5HF6. E4E5HF6. That's his name, guys. I'll fianchetto. You're fianchettoing? I'll fianchetto. Just don't come down here and fork me in the face. That would be unkind. I'm thinking that his parents named him that. They're like, it's a girl. No, it's a boy. We all know it's a boy, right? Because he's watching the show. It's a boy. Oh, wow. What do you want to name him? How about Harry? No, he doesn't have any hair. Okay. How about E4E5HF6? Perfect. That's exactly what his face looks like. So that's his name. Yeah, it's great. Harry is a good name. You know. My brother's name's Harry. And he asked my parents, why'd you name me Harry? And my parents said, well, because when you were born, a hair fell on your face. And it was so moving, probably because it was moving toward his face, that we named you Harry. Oh. Then my other brother, he went like this. And I said, shut up, Brick. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't worry. I would never say that because I am a G-rated person. I never say shut up. You never heard that, by the way. Me say that, I mean. What is this? Episode 452, and this is the first time I have said the words shut up. Probably because I'm the only person who talked on this show for 452 episodes, so there's not really a lot of people to say that to. But also, I'm such a polite person. All I do is kind of cheat a lot. Other than that, very polite. Yeah, my actual username is ChessWhiz. I just had a typo when I was putting it in. Look what he's trying to do. He's trying to trap me into taking that, and then he wins with the variant rule. I'm too wily for that, of course. Push here. Because I'm threatening instant victory. And then I'll push here. Because otherwise I will lose this pawn. Oh, I still lose it. Well, that's embarrassing. What will I do next? I will push here, showing that I have a plan. It's a bad plan, but it involves grabbing my chin, which always makes you look more ponderous. You know that statue of Abraham Lincoln? You know it. You know why? Because he's so ponderous. He's like, and instantly. Also, it could be because his face is on the back of your coin. Used to be 20 years ago. Did you know that uh-oh. Man. Well, to be fair, if I didn't take that knight, he would be forking my queen. So I was, of course, the best move is to lose in one move. Wow. Stevis, you should not play me anymore. You've shown that you can win 2 out of 4 games, and that is way too many. So who do I have challenging me here? I have Esoterras. He switched to rated. So let's try him. This is the E4, E5, F6 guy. Let's test it. E4, E5, HF6. Try to type the number 6. It's hard for me to type the number 6 because my keyboard doesn't have anything on it. So I'm like, does this key make a 6? Nope. How about this key? Nope. So I just punch keys. Oh, there's a 6. Good. Helps me. It helps me type faster. He says, yes, Perfect. Let's try putting the rules in the chat too so nobody gets confused. Certainly not me. Okay, I think this is going to be the last game. So who's challenging me over here? One fangirl? You can't see that, but the username is fangirl. It's another lying guy, probably. The video quality is very poor. But didn't I say I was in Argentina, so that's to be expected. There's no losing right here, is there? No, we're doing great. What do you guys think of D5? Pretty good move, right? I'm like this. I don't know what that means, but whatever it is, I'm it. Okay, so if I pin the knight, if I pin the knight, what I see next is that the knight will be pinned. Okay, so what if I? Okay, I need to move my bishop 1 square so that there's a little less danger along this file. That's my FIDE rating coming out. Out. I meant to say coming out. The out was just a little slow. The video quality is very, very poor. I agree with that, but only in the live stream because of my internet connection. If you consider the YouTube video, it's in 720p. So just think of something you're not watching and it's actually pretty good. What if I move here? Oh, if I move there, it'll be his turn. That is pretty powerful. This is a weird variant. My pawn is not very well defended. This is a really weird variant. Let's go here. Bishop should go here, of course. Probably should just move it again. Queen would like to be on f6. The thing is, this pawn actually is an instant win, so that's problematic to say the least. I have to avoid the instant lose. Prevents me from attacking properly. Oh, so I should probably play f5. Yeah. Here we go. f5. Now we're losing this pawn. Not my best play. Put that right there. Yeah, we lost it. But that's okay. I got a plan. It involves stupidity. No. It involves this. Look at this. Because if he takes me here, I win with the variant rule. Watch out. Let's type that. I have variant danger. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. I would have taken win and then the show would be over. This is the last game of the show. I have 2 challengers. Goodbye, Paulo Roca. Goodbye, Abuzz. You're going to have to come back next week. We broadcast every week Sunday at 14 o'clock. No, 16 o'clock GMT. If that's not on your clock, you lose if you move there. ... So don't. Ezeros Sataz. This is his actual name. His parents didn't name me 45HF6. That would be stupid. His actual name is E0 Saz, of course. Probably one of those fell on his head. I'm offering you a take back because my pawn is taking your knight. Yes, do you understand the rules? Maybe he doesn't know the rules. The special rules of this game are, I put that all the way down there. You capture something that isn't a pawn with a pawn, you win. No, he says. Good counter argument. You ever tried that in a debate? I mean, the guy says like, this milk is expired. And you're like, no. Very convincing. Depends how you say it, of course. I mean, if you're like, no, that's not very convincing. It has to be a downward inflection. No. I'm actually not convinced by this no, though. Why not? It is not in chess rules. Well, apparently you have no idea we're playing a variant of chess. Apparently he has no idea. So, one of us is going to back down and play by the other guy's rules. He thinks he just took a pawn for free, so he's winning. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you take my knight? Probably because his rating stopped him from doing that. He was probably like, oh, it's pinned. Okay. Oh, no. This is a bit worse than I thought. Let's defend it then. That's all I can do. He was probably like, oh, I should probably take that knight for free. No. Wait. Check the rating. 1, 2, 1, 0. Those are some small digits. I can't do that. That's what I noticed generally. Is the people with those smaller digits, especially a lesser quantity of digits, that's very impactful. Then they avoid good moves. That's probably what's happening here. He thinks it's just blitz. Well, what country is this guy from? He's from the country of Hungary. Oh, that's how I'm feeling. Yeah, so he probably He proposes a take back because he realizes this is the rule. Didn't I check with him at the start? Oh, I didn't. I just assumed because he's been watching for half an hour, he would have known. If you capture something that isn't pawn with a pawn, you win. If you capture, let me just explain this to you guys who are watching right now. If you capture something with a pawn that isn't a pawn, you win. That's how some people explain things. They just say them. No, here's how you need to explain it. You need to say something like this. The pawning of the capturing, if the forward and backwardness combine into a reality, what happens is there's a transitional state of mind, and that causes you to become more perceptive of the future, which includes your loss. I was trying to ask somebody a question once. Man, now that is hard. Ask somebody a question. Because this is the kind of person who has his own definitions for just about every word. So you ask him a question. You're like, okay, so the words I need to use are these words to convey my question. So let's get this king out of here. So you ask the question with the words. And then he's like, oh, you said those words? Well, this is what I think they should mean. And that changes your question to this thing over here, which I'll now answer. That can get frustrating after a while. The secret to staying calm in a situation like that is to leave and never come back. That's like the only way, I think, that I found anyway. What is this guy doing? I feel entrapped. Very entrapped. He's making some good moves for a 1-2-1-0. Can I take free piece? That's a lame joke I hear every time. Not the joke about the people who redefine your words. You've never heard that joke. Come on, man. I made it up after a guy redefined my words a whole bunch. It's so subtle, though, you don't notice it's happening unless I tell you. So I'm telling you, keep an eye out for people who use their own definitions for things. Maybe you guys don't talk about philosophy, politics, religion, you know, some of the bigger topics, but those are some hot topics for redefinitions. Gotta watch out for those. I love talking about those topics. It's hard for me to talk about them online because if I talk about those 3 topics online, what happens? People try to kill me. And I don't generally like to be killed. So try to stay away from those topics a little bit. But in person, like at first I check it. I'm like, does that guy have a gun right now? No. Hey, let's talk about religion. Yeah. It's still risky, of course, because he could be what's called a concealed carry, which means he's hiding his gun and he'll shoot you later. Oh boy, did I just win twice? Look at this. Pawn takes knight, and now pawn takes knight. I did it twice. I'm going to maybe just have to cut this guy some slack with my slack cutter. King up 1 square. Brilliant move. Because if I move here, he could take my doubled pawn. I really like that pawn. So let's just do this kind of dance thing instead. So I'm getting rid of the variant rule for this game. All I'm trying to try to do now is win because this is a rated game against a 1200 and I don't want to lose those rating points. They're very important to me. So how do I make winning moves? Let's just change up the goal here. The new goal is winning. That's very unusual for me. So like, for example, I have to like stop blabbing about stuff because I have to focus on the chessboard. You ever seen me do that? Probably not. Because I never have. I would rather just talk. But let's see what happens if I just win instead. That sounds pretty interesting. So we have opposite colored bishops here. We've got rooks and queens. I have 6 pawns and he has only 6. So I am winning by 0 pawns. That sounds good. I could move my bishop here, which would trap his queen. He can't go anywhere. And then I would win his queen. Or, no, actually that sounds kind of good. What do you think, guys? Should I trap his queen? Yeah. Yeah, he's trapped now. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, I better take a celebratory drink from this vase. That's a celebratory drink right there. It reminds me of the monks. They were reading the holy text. And then one of them just starts crying. He's just weeping. He's like so down. The other guy's like, what's wrong, man? And he's like, the word is celebrate. Celebrate. Let's give him some time here so he can be in pain a little longer. Yeah, if you don't get that joke, it's because monks are what's called celebrate. Is that the word? It means you don't get a lot of, you know. And they misread the text. That's the joke. Okay, we'll move on. But anyway, I thought it was funny. Especially while I had my celebratory drink. Oops, my queen. I don't like saying that, but this is a very fitting time to say it. Fortunately, I have a ton of extra pieces, so apparently he's out of time and I win anyway. So pieces, I don't understand your rules. I'm sorry. At least it's over now. GG. That's all I can say. I hope you come back next week. We're going to play another variant next week. By the way, if you ever want to know what the variant's going to be, you can just go to ChessWhiz.tv. This website tells you what it's going to be. Up next, episode 453, Sunday, 7 days, a.m. That's the wrong time, by the way. Limping King Chess. We're going to play Limping King Chess next episode. That's going to be fun, I think. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.